Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on the March map on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And for those of you who watched last episode, we were planting poplar trees. Well, since last episode, they have grown. Unfortunately, I don't really know how long it took for them to grow. Obviously, being a multiplayer server here, I don't know how long, server time ran. But we do have about half the field here that is ready to be chopped from the looks of it. And then I was on the server here last night, and I went ahead and planted the other half of the field here. Speaking of time here, I can probably slow that back down. I just happened to notice that. So I planted the other half of the field here. You can see this half of the field is still growing yet. So it looks like it maybe takes about 1 to 2 in-game days for the poplars here to grow. Oh, you can see this end bit here is already grown. So yeah, about probably, I'm guessing maybe 1 to 2 in-game days. So we're not talking like a real long time period here for these poplars to grow. But anyway, this episode we're going to start chopping them, at least the ones that are ready to be harvested anyway. So let's tab over to the store here. Let's see, is it in a group? That's the Krone big, yeah, no. Oh, no, it is, yes, harvesters. Makes the tab in here a little bit quicker. So we're going to tab over to the shop here, buy ourselves the header here. And, of course, we do have the Krone chopper. The header, I do believe, is a New Holland header, but that should be fine. No options with it. Okay, and then I got a trailer behind the chopper here as well, so hopefully that'll work. I don't know if you can hire a worker with a chopper here with the poplars or not. I'm assuming you can. But at least for getting started here, we're just going to do it this way. Okay, there we go. The New Holland chopper head for the poplars here. Oh, yeah, we better not. Is that a light pole? Yeah, light pole. Better not try to chop that. Anyway, for anybody that would like to join us on the multiplayer servers here, information is in the description below. There are 2 download links for each server. First download link should download all the mods needed to join the server. And second download link will take you to the server download page where you can download the mods individually. And keep in mind, when you are downloading and installing the mods, if you already have that mod, make sure you overwrite it with the version that comes from the server, just in case there is a different version. Just because you already have the mod doesn't mean you have the right version or the exact version we have on the server here. So, very important with multiplayer servers that the version of the mod match exactly. And with that, keep in mind too, we do have a couple of custom mods on the server here as well. So some mods that have been edited slightly, either to fix things or improve items on the mods. Okay, so let's set up the GPS here at 3 meters. Interesting. I think the cedar was 2.4, I'd like to say, so we might have to change that. We'll see once. Okay, so not much of an animation of the poplars. Actually, it doesn't look like we're getting anything either. Okay, why not? Does this trailer not hold wood chips, maybe? That could very well be a possibility. Let's see, where is it here? Okay, that's why. This one does not hold wood chips, so we'll need a different trailer here. Don't know what we have for trailer options here on the server. Doesn't look like any... I guess I could always check the garage, too. That would actually tell me. I don't see any ones with hitches on them other than these Krones here. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to buy another trailer here. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get the Joskin, I'm assuming. Yes, there's the wood chips right there. We'll go ahead and buy that instead then. Probably should have checked that. It did occur to me that this trailer might not hold wood chips, but I didn't bother taking the time to check it before I started recording here. Oh, you know what? That trailer is this here. Whatever it is, it's really dirty. That one actually might hold it. Oh, this is from the that one pack. Okay. I should have checked that. This one here? Yes. That one does hold wood chips. Oh, well, I guess we kind of got two of them then. We just went ahead and bought the Joskin there. But for those of you who have not seen this, I don't really know how you pronounce this. The Llama Tris pack or whatever. Comes with a bunch of trailers, some cultivators. There's maybe some other stuff in it too, but I know a bunch of trailers and cultivators here. Pretty nice looking pack, I thought. Okay, let's just see if this will connect up to this trailer. If it does, we'll just use this trailer then. Save us a trip back to the store. Okay, yes it does. Looks like this chopper might be a little bit of a too high of a hitch for it, but... Really? We're gonna get stuck on whatever we're stuck on here? Actually, what are we stuck on? There we go. I wonder, oh, I bet you it's the back end of this trailer here. Oh, okay. There we go. Trouble making this turn here with this trailer. Okay. Should be good to go now, hopefully. Yeah, I think the reason being this has a steering axle on it, but because the front tires are up so high, it's not working real well. Okay, let's see if this works now. There we go. Okay, the pipe doesn't quite line up properly, but oh well. And yeah, kind of like I was saying, unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any animation of the poplars actually going in the header here. Well, that's a building. Keep in mind that could be a multiplayer thing too. I know sometimes the animations with the headers don't show up multiplayer. So I would have to test this single player just to confirm that. But from the looks of it, I'm not seeing one. And like I was saying a couple moments ago there about joining the multiplayer server, we also have a TeamSpeak server as well. You will have to join TeamSpeak to get the password to join the farming simulator servers. And information for the TeamSpeak server is in the description below as well. So if you check the description of this video, all the information there should be needed to join the servers. Okay, so 4,417 from one row there. Oh, the last row just grew too. Okay, so we got an entire field here that's ready to be chopped. Now, if this is 3 meters, can I just actually use the full 3 meters here, I wonder? Otherwise, I'm going to have to get this set up. Oh, looks like I can. Okay. And kind of like I was saying, up until now, I haven't really seen any of the people that I watch that play Farming Simulator do any poplar chopping here yet. I should say one caveat to that. The ones that I do watch, I have seen all of them do it, just not legitimately do it. They have, you know, okay, let's just cheat in the money and cheat in the equipment and plant some and do it, but I've not actually seen any of them legitimately do it yet. So this, I guess you could argue, would be a legitimate here, as we don't typically do any cheating on the servers. And I know that is one question I have gotten asked every now and then. Where do you get all that money from? Well, from a lot of work, basically. And not necessarily just work I've done, but work everybody else that plays on the multiplayer servers has done. And like I've mentioned repeatedly, one of the best money makers here on the server has proven to be silage bales. Of course, the round variety. At this point, I don't believe there's any square bale wrappers out there yet that I know of. But yeah, once the square baler comes out, or square bale wrapper comes out, we'll probably actually switch over to doing square bales instead of the round bales. Square bales are obviously a little bit easier to work with. You don't have to worry about them rolling down hills and all that good stuff. And one thing I was kind of curious about here, before I started recording this, I'm like, I wonder if this actually is a thing in real life here, actually chopping poplars like this. I kind of looked it up on YouTube. I couldn't really find a whole lot on it. I did see some choppers, you know, this similar style header like this, chopping some poplars, but not in the style we're doing right here. A little bit different setting it looked like. And from everything I've seen, it looks like real life. It's about a 2 to 3 year growth period, and then the poplars are chopped. And from the sounds of it as well, they actually regrow. So you chop them down, and you wait, and they will regrow on you. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And at least as far as Farming Simulator is concerned, it's probably one of the easier ways to actually make wood chips here as well. Chipping trees, you know, cutting the logs and chipping them. A little bit of a difficult process sometimes getting them into the chipper. A little bit of a struggle sometimes. Of course, for this process, you are limited to a 3-meter header. Speaking of which, I've heard rumors of larger headers coming out at some point, as well as larger, faster planters. I'm not sure I necessarily agree with any of that, because technically that is the way this is designed in real life. You know, you got one row chopping header. And as far as planting, I'm not familiar with the planting at all, but the planting I'm assuming is probably similar. Like I said before, for the mods I play with, I tend to like to keep the mods real. So in the sense there is a, you know, real life or a similar real life version of it. So, you know, that means, for example, you probably won't see me using any, 50-meter cultivators and 50-meter seeders, really large combine headers, etc. That's pretty much the rule I always use when looking at a mod. Is it real, or is there a real or similar real item like that in real life? That's kind of what I always look at when downloading and getting mods. Okay, a little over half full here. Okay, and we'll read some comments here as well. George was saying, I think the logic behind the 2-train trailer. Oh, come on, turn Krone here. There we go. Like I say, something with this trailer here, I think makes the turning on this Krone a little iffy at times, or the trailer. It's because of the high hitch. Anyway, back to the comment here. I think the logic behind the 2-train trailer is the fact that it goes past 2 forests. So you load them up nicely, and then you transfer them to the other train at the train station. Logic being that you have to use the crane to move them. Samuel was saying I've used the corn head to cut sunflowers. Yeah, kind of like what I was saying there last episode. We were harvesting the sunflowers there with the sunflower header. You're supposed to be able to use the corn header as well, but the last time I tried it, it did not work. Main reason I had a corn header, it's like, well, I'm going to just use the corn header instead of buying a sunflower header. And yeah, unfortunately, it did not work. And I suspect, and we suspect, and I have not tried this since, but we suspect the reason for that was the fact of the CCM and corn mill mod. So we got rid of both of those mods, and I'm assuming it works again, but like I said, I have not tried it. And this was actually on the multiplayer server here, so this wasn't single player that I tried it. This was actually a multiplayer. I was going to use the corn header and was unable to harvest sunflowers with it, much to my surprise. It's like, okay, that's weird. It shows sunflowers as being an option for the header, and of course the combine can do it. But yeah, for some reason, could not harvest the sunflowers with that header. And like I said, we figure it was the corn mill or CCM mod, one of those two. They kind of both go together there. George left a comment here saying it's basically a little bit disappointing what you got from the logs you sold. I was expecting to get close to 50,000, and we got, he says 34,000, which I think that sounds right. I don't remember the number anymore. But from basically selling a fully packed train load of logs, we got 34,000, which I'm not going to complain about. Money's nice, but yeah, it seems like for all the work you put into it, that doesn't necessarily seem like that much. And speaking of putting the work into it, it'll be interesting to see how much we get from the wood chips here. I'm not sure what wood chips sell for on this map. I haven't actually looked at that. As far as planting the poplars here went, I pretty much planted what you folks seen there last episode. I think I did a couple more rows, and then after that I hired a worker. Went ahead and edited up my video where the hired worker was planting, and then I think somebody else took over. I think that's what's up with some of the crooked rows there. Somebody else took over planting there. I'm guessing they must not have been using the GPS mod. And then, like I said, I was on the server again last night and planted more poplars. So this entire field here, which, by the way, if you look at the map, it's kind of funny how the map shows. It doesn't really show that much for poplars on here. You can see it actually looks more like, I think that's corn. Yes, that's actually corn it's showing on here for some reason instead of the poplars. And then as far as being grown, you can see it's ready to harvest here. Again, it's not really showing the poplars altogether that well. And if you look too, you can probably see this is probably where I hired the worker here. You got a little bit greater spacing with a hired worker from the looks of it. So it looks like I maybe did about 16, 20 rows, somewhere like that, myself with the GPS mod. And then looks like the hired worker took over there. Like he maybe did another 8, 10 rows. Which, by the way, I found rather interesting. I think this might be a little bit of a bug. But I came back on the server a little bit later to finish planting this field. And for some reason, I was no longer able to hire the worker after basically the seed pallet there was down. I think it was like 400 or something left in the seed pallet. For some reason, I was no longer able to hire the worker. I don't know why that was, but the hired worker would no longer hire for some reason. So I actually ended up having to go back. I got another full pallet of saplings, and then I was able to hire the worker. So I don't know what we're full here. So I don't know why that was. That was a little bit annoying. Okay, let's disconnect that there. Now I wonder, is there actually a hitch behind here? Yes, there is. I wonder if we can fill up like 2 trailers and haul them both. Like I said, I don't know where we're going to be taking this here yet. The wood chips. Wood chips at that place. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that name, folks. $3.89, $4.95 at that place. I don't know why the price is in red. $2.52. Yeah, the prices definitely don't look too good here. $4.95 looks like it's the highest, so this will be roughly $20,000 for this load here. Oh, let's see. What do we have for tractors handy around here? We got a nice looking Challenger here. Looks a little dirty. I'm not sure I necessarily want to take this down the road, though, being a tractor like this. I guess it'll do, though. Why not? So I'll go grab the other trailer here a moment. And by other trailer, I mean the new one we bought. Farmer of America was asking, I can't find your multiplayer server, and do I need to download the mods? If you cannot find the multiplayer server, it's not showing up for you. Number one, make sure you're looking under international for the servers. But if it is still not showing up for you, you probably need to update your game. Something to keep in mind with the Farming Simulator multiplayer. And this is multiplayer dedicated servers. However you're doing multiplayer, it doesn't matter. The rules basically all still apply. But if you're doing multiplayer, both the server, the multiplayer clients, if you're playing between friends, however it is, everyone needs to have the exact same version of the game. And then secondly, if you are using any mods, which we are on the multiplayer server here, we are using mods, you also need to have the exact same mods. Very important. Kind of like what I was saying earlier there with the mods. You can't just have, you know, like one version behind or one version ahead or whatever. No, you have to have exactly the same mod. Okay, there we go. And then we'll fill up the Joskin here as well. I think the Joskin is a little bit bigger trailer. That trailer and cultivator pack there, by the way, for those of you wondering where you can get that, that is off the Farming Simulator mod hub. Massey Farmer was asking, will you be doing Coleboro Parks Farm? I'm not sure on that yet. At this point, probably not. That is another map I've done back in Farming Simulator 15. So unless there's like a real popular request for it here on the multiplayer servers, I probably won't at this point. Of course, with that in mind, we were probably about done here with the March map on the multiplayer server. There's not much. I mean, we could obviously buy more fields, I guess, and more equipment, but we've already played on this map for a couple of weeks now, so it's probably getting to the point if we're looking for a new map. I know we were discussing possibly running 2 Pleasant Valley servers, but at this point, and main reason being because Pleasant Valley is still early release, pretty much a beta version of it, I think we'll hold off on doing anything like that until the full version of Pleasant Valley comes out, and then we'll reevaluate that decision. And that again is also why I'm not recording anything on Pleasant Valley. There's really not that much to see on it. Like I said, it's Goldcrest Valley, pretty much Goldcrest Valley extended with seed and fertilizer production. And then there is gravel and sand as well, but it's pretty much just, to my knowledge, just sell it. That's really the only thing you can do with it. Yeah, okay, so this trailer doesn't pull real well behind the Krone here either, I notice. Like I said, I think it's because that rear steering axle is pretty much the only one that's doing anything. Hitch on the Krone here is just a little bit too high. John was saying, love your videos. Luke was also saying, big fan of your videos. Thank you very much for that. Drew was asking, I just got Farming Simulator 17, and are there any machines or equipment that you would say work great? Well, that's kind of an interesting question, because technically all the machines and equipment work. As far as working great, I mean, it's a game, so that they work. I don't know what else to say about that. I guess it all depends on what you want to do, because there's so many different things you can do in Farming Simulator now. You got the wood chipping like we're doing now. You can go logging. You can do chaff with the silage. You can bale. You can do, your regular farming with crops, corn, wheat, barley, etc. If you really want to get into the animals, you can deal with the animals. There's just so much you can do in this game. Definitely a lot of fun in my opinion. Like I said before, one of the things I enjoy doing, getting home from work, just sit down and play Farming Simulator for a little bit before doing whatever else has to be done around home. Okay, and I think before we wrap up the video here, let's go ahead and just sell this trailer. I know I was thinking maybe we could fill up both of them and haul both at the same time, but let's figure out where this sell location is. Yes, that place. $4.95, or you go $3.89. $4.85, definitely the better price. That is wood chips. Check. Yes. Need to make sure I double check that up there. For those of you who caught that, obviously last time I was looking at sunflower and soybean prices. So this is wood chips, $4.95. Let's see, where is that place? It looks like the H place there. Oh, here it is. And one feature I really haven't used that much that's kind of cool. You can actually tag this place. And if we look on the map here, it should, yes, there you can see it. So you kind of know if you're heading in the right direction here or not. This is actually one direction I have not gone on this map yet. I think pretty much everything I've done on this map so far has been, let's see, that would be west. Yeah, in a westerly, pretty much, north, south, west direction. And this, by the way, is kind of one of the reasons I was saying I might not use this tractor. It's not one of the faster tractors for going down the road. But it was handy at the moment, and it is one of the arguably cooler tractors, I would say. This is, by the way, just simply a skinned version of the Challenger, so if you're wondering why it looks like this, I forget exactly which skin this is again. One of the bonus direct orders, pre-order bonuses here. Oh. Looks like a missing round bale there. And a load of wood, or boards, actually. I think those are actually boards. Okay. Boy, we find all kinds of stuff going down the road here. Not entirely sure how a pallet of boards got down here, but whatever, I guess. Okay, apparently... Oh, there's a pallet of boards there too yet. Okay, another pallet of boards. And this, I guess, is the sell point. Boy, I don't see anything here. Selling point for wool. Okay, for wool. Double check this. This is the right place, right? Yes, that looks like the same name. And it shows wood chips there, $4.94. Okay, so where would one sell wood chips around here then? I'm not seeing a sell icon show up here. Unless I missed it, which, no, not seeing one. Okay. So is there like a sell point around here somewhere? I mean, I'm not even seeing, you know, a sell location here. I don't see any markers. I don't see anything. And I don't know why there's a pallet of boards here. That's kind of weird. Around back. Nope, not seeing nothing around back either. Okay. That is kind of weird. Oh, what do we got over here? Do we got something over here? I see some silos. Kind of weird spot to sell wood chips, but... Ah, we do have a sell point here. This is a different sell point, though, isn't it? Yes, this is the depot. Okay, so that's not really... I don't think that's it, then. I mean, we can try it. If it'll take him, that's fine, I guess, but... Okay, somehow I think this is lying to me when it says wood chips are sold here. Actually, you know what I can do is turn on developer mode. So what do we got here? Okay, so there is a sell point there. Oh, wait, we had it there. Maybe this does work. No, wood chips is not accepted with this tool type. That's an interesting message. I haven't seen that before. Okay, so maybe you can sell wood chips there? You just have to, like, shovel them in or something, maybe? I don't know. Let's just take a quick spin around here. There's no other hidden sell points around here. This is one benefit of the developer mode. You can actually see the triggers. And that trigger there was that orange box we're looking at. So you can see another trigger there, but that's just for that little blue icon there. And you can see there's a second trigger here as well. I don't know what this second trigger's for. Oh, it's probably the blue box as well. That's probably what that is. Well, I think we kind of struck out on this one then. We'll have to, let's see, where else do we sell wood chips? Well, I think I better take care of this off screen, folks, because looking at time, looks like we're getting a little over here. So with that, I think we'll wrap up the video here. We did try to sell the wood chips, but unfortunately we struck out at this location from the looks of it. So anyway, with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.